Sunday night youth time. And that's a great time because we get to be together, hang out, and have fun. And man, it's awesome to see you. Christian, good to see you tonight. Oh, Bea, where you been? We miss you. Just kidding. You're here every week. I love it. Reagan, I hope you're here with her tonight. Tyler, Marcos, man, excited to see you guys online tonight. Oh, Gunnar, Gavin, everybody. It's going to be Emma. It's going to be a great party. Whenever we're all together, it's amazing. So, hey, Sunday Night Youth is a great place to be, and great conversation is going to take place here tonight. Continuing to look at 1 John. So, excited for the small groups. Excited for you to join us at the Zoom. And, hey, let's get going. It's Sunday Night Youth time.
Hi from Park Kids. It's the middle of the service, and I'm just hanging out with all these kids, these babies. Can't really see that, but we had 6 babies today. It's such a big number, and we need more helpers. It's super fun. It's super easy, rewarding job. You get to hang out with these adorable kids all like for an hour. I mean, how awesome is that? You can do babies, toddlers, preschool, elementary school, and it's just super fun. And I mean, how awesome is it to show God's love to these little babies and like let their parents enjoy the service, and they don't have to worry about their kids, and we can just show love to the kids. So yeah, help out and have a good day.
So yesterday I came to Taco Bell right here, and this Taco Bell is notoriously bad for its food. And I don't know, I was just in a weak moment, so I decided I wanted to eat. And I had one of the most, right here in this spot, the most amazing tacos I've had in I don't know how long. It was a euphoric moment. I mean, just the right amount of meat, cheese. It was hot, almost too hot to eat. The shell was fresh. Everything about it was perfect. Right amount of cheese, lettuce, yeah, awesome. But that isn't really where I was in this moment. It was this moment that had been created because a guy named Ken had made the most important decision of his life. Several weeks ago, John Edwards at the church asked me about would I be willing to go and meet with a friend of his. This guy's named Ken, and Ken's a cancer survivor, and they were in a group together because John's a cancer survivor, and so it was a kind of a support group and a group to encourage one another. And he was telling me that Ken's cancer had come back, and I was wondering if I would go and talk with him about Jesus, talk with him about making that commitment in his life. And so with hospitals shut down and even pastors can't get in right now, and so I contacted the chaplain to set up something, and he got together with him. I don't know much of what came out of that, but talked to John, tried to call Ken, and it just never seemed to work out. But John said it's okay. It's it's in God's hands, and let's just hold off right now and see what happens. And then yesterday, I got that most amazing phone call that Ken had given his life to Jesus, that he'd accepted Jesus. And to me, it drove home this verse that we're talking about tonight, 1 John 5, 1 through 12, and specifically verse 4. Just this week, as I've been trying to unpack this, there's so much in this, but this thing that happened in Ken's life so drives home what this is talking about. Verse 5:4 says, "For every child of God defeats this evil world, and we achieve this victory through our faith." We achieve a victory over this evil world through our faith. And who can win this battle against the world? Only those who believe that Jesus is the Son of God. And so I've tried to think all week, how do I somehow communicate this to students? Because I don't hate this world. I hate, there's a lot of people I love here, and there's a lot of amazing things. I look at creation. I look at just so many things. And so when we always think of the evil world, it always seems like kind of where these Christian kind of crazies in some ways. And yet it's a message that it's just that this life isn't it, that there's so much more, and that this is only the beginning, and that the things that rob us in this life are things like hate, and they're things like death. The death robs us. The cancer robs us. We know people who've been taken from our life by cancer. And yet I thought about Ken as I was sitting here, and I thought about him laying in that bed and how this evil world was beating him. This evil world had his body racked with cancer. Who knows what? I don't know what pain or all he's going through, but the death is coming. And it all changed. That all changed. When Ken gave his life to Jesus, he overcame the death of this world. That his life doesn't end here. His life doesn't go into an eternity apart from God. His life goes on in eternity with God. The decision he made yesterday changes everything, and death, the evil of this world, is robbed of its sting. And it was just amazing. And to me tonight, as we get into these passages of scripture, this is what it's about, is that it's talking about, John is just passionate and going, I want you to know the love of this God. And I want you to know the victory over death, the victory over evil. Yeah, we're going to wrestle with an evil world the whole time we're here. There's still going to be things like hate. There's still going to be things like cancer. There's going to be things that just aren't okay. But Ken overcame this world. The minute he gave his life to Christ, he overcame this world. And we each have the ability to do that when we give our lives to God. Tonight, there's a lot of meat in these verses, and you guys, I want to spend more time tonight just focused in our groups. So talk. We're going to head to groups earlier. I want you guys to talk about this, but this is the message that Ken is overcome death and is in a new place, even though he's here right now. Wherever his life of eternity began yesterday, and it's amazing. So look forward to the conversation tonight. You guys are awesome, and yeah. All right. If you're online, hey, make sure you go to the Zoom and connect with the small group there. I know they'd love to just talk with you and have your input into what's being talked about tonight. Small groups, we're going to split into 4 groups. Middle school girls, middle school guys, high school guys, high school girls. And when you're leaving the room, if you don't know where you're going, connect with one of the leaders and they can point you where you need to go. Hey, look forward to tonight's discussion and hope you have a great week.